Welcome to Whispered Tales. I'm Ethan, your host, and I'm so glad you're here tonight. Picture yourself in a cozy corner, maybe wrapped in a soft blanket or sipping a warm drink. This is your moment to pause, to let the world fade, and to sink into a space of calm. At Whispered Tales, we weave stories to soothe your mind and guide you toward deep, restful sleep. Tonight's episode is a special treat, a hand-picked collection of bedtime stories crafted by our talented head writer, Shady Grove Oliver. Her words paint tranquil scenes that linger like a gentle lullaby, loved by so many of you. In this compilation, you'll find some familiar favorites alongside a few new tales, each designed to carry you into a world of peace. Find your perfect spot, your bed with its crisp sheets, a comfy chair, or a quiet nook where the day's worries can't reach. Close your eyes or let them rest on a flickering candle or the soft glow of moonlight. I'll read each story with care, inviting you to relax and drift. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet forest, where a vibrant sunset spills through the trees, casting shades of crimson and gold. The air carries the scent of pine, and the first stars twinkle above. This is the world we're entering, a place of beauty where every detail invites you to breathe deeply and let go. So, settle in, take a slow breath, and let the day slip away. The fire is crackling, the night is calling, and your journey into rest begins now, here on Whispered Tales. Outside, snowflakes drift down like whispers from the sky, settling softly on the pine branches and blanketing the ground in a hush of white. You stand by the window of a mountain lodge, your breath fogging the glass as the cold presses gently against it. The world beyond feels distant, wrapped in a quiet so deep it seems to hold its breath. But here, inside, warmth surrounds you, a gentle embrace that makes you want to linger. You turn from the window and step into the heart of the lodge's library, a haven of wood and wonder. Tall shelves rise to the peaked ceiling, their dark oak gleaming under the soft glow of a chandelier. Each shelf is heavy with books, their spines a mosaic of colors and textures, inviting you to explore. At the far end of the room, a grand stone fireplace crackles, its amber flames casting dancing shadows across the walls. The scent of pine logs and sweet sap fills the air, mingling with the faint, comforting must of old pages. You glide across the hardwood floor, your footsteps muffled by a thick burgundy rug that feels like a cloud beneath your feet. Near the fire, two armchairs wait, their cushions plush and inviting, the fabric a deep forest green that seems to echo the pines outside. You pause by a shelf, your fingers trailing over the books, feeling the ripple of embossed titles. There's a section of mysteries, their covers promising clever detectives and hidden clues. Another holds romances, with images of windswept beaches and azure seas. But today, your hand stops at a small leather-bound book in the fantasy section, its golden letters spelling out tales of dragons and forgotten realms. You carry the book to an armchair, sinking into its softness as the fire's warmth washes over you. The cushion cradles your head, and you let out a slow breath, feeling your shoulders loosen. The flames pop and hiss, a soothing rhythm that blends with the faint whistle of wind slipping through the lodge's wooden beams. You open the book, its pages crisp and worn, the scent of ink rising as you find a story about a dragon's quest. The words flow gently, each sentence a soft current pulling you deeper into a world of misty mountains and ancient magic. As you read, the library fades, and you're carried along by the story's rhythm, The dragon's wings beat in your mind, its scales glinting under a moonlit sky. The fire's crackle becomes the rustle of leaves in a far-off forest, and the warmth on your skin feels like sunlight filtering through ancient trees. Your eyelids grow heavy, the words blurring as your thoughts drift. You turn a page, then another, each movement slower. The book's weight, a gentle anchor in your lap. After a while, you pause, setting the book on the armrest. Curiosity draws you to an antique desk across the room, its mahogany surface polished to a soft sheen. A silver-tipped pen rests beside an empty inkwell, and you imagine sitting here long ago, scratching out a letter by candlelight. You ease into the chair, its carved back firm but welcoming. From here, the window reveals snow falling harder now, each flake a fleeting star against the dark. The desk faces the fire, and you watch the flames flicker, their red and gold tongues weaving patterns that lull your mind. You return to the armchair, the book waiting like an old friend. Settling in, you pull a knitted blanket from the armrest, its wool soft against your skin. The fire's glow paints the room in hues of amber and shadow, and you feel a yawn rising, slow and deep. It stretches through you, loosening every muscle. You lean back, the cushion molding to your neck, and let your eyes rest on the flames. Their dance is hypnotic, a quiet song of light and warmth. Outside, the snow piles higher, muffling the world. The lodge creaks softly, as if settling into the night. You close your eyes, the book still in your hands, its stories lingering like echoes. The fire's crackle, the scent of wood smoke, the weight of the blanket they wrap around you, a cocoon of comfort. Your thoughts drift to the dragon, soaring through a starry sky, and slowly, gently, you slip into a deep, restful sleep. The city hums softly below, its lights twinkling like a sea of stars. You stand at the edge of a glass-walled lobby, gazing out at the skyline, where skyscrapers glow against the velvet night. The air is cool, carrying a faint hint of jasmine from a nearby diffuser. You step into a sleek elevator, its mirrored walls reflecting your silhouette as it hums upward, carrying you toward a hidden oasis. The doors glide open, and a wave of warmth welcomes you to a rooftop spa, a sanctuary above the urban pulse. A gentle breeze brushes your skin as you step onto the terrace, where potted palms sway under strings of soft fairy lights. The scent of lavender drifts from flickering candles, their flames dancing in glass holders. A smiling attendant hands you a plush robe, its fabric silken against your fingers, and a pair of slippers that cushion your steps. You follow a path of smooth stone tiles, the city's distant murmur fading as the sparse tranquility wraps around you. Ahead, a bubbling hot tub glows under the open sky, its steam curling upward like delicate wisps. You slip off your robe and ease into the water, feeling its warmth envelop you, soothing every muscle. The jets pulse gently, massaging your back as you lean against the tub's curved edge. Above, stars peek through the night, their light mingling with the city's golden glow. The water ripples, its rhythm slow and steady, like a heartbeat lulling you into calm. You close your eyes, letting the warmth seep deeper. The lavender scent lingers, mixing with the crisp night air, and you breathe slowly, each exhale softening your thoughts. The city feels far away now, its energy a quiet backdrop to this moment of peace. You imagine floating, weightless, the water holding you as gently as a cradle, The candle's flicker casts soft patterns behind your eyelids, and a faint smile curves your lips. After a time, you step out, wrapping the robe around you, its softness like a hug. The attendant guides you to an infinity pool nearby, its edge blending seamlessly with the skyline. You slip into the cool water, feeling it glide over your skin, refreshing yet gentle. The pool's current carries you slowly, and you tilt your head back, gazing at the stars. They seem closer now, as if you could reach out and touch them. The city's lights shimmer below, a mirror of the heavens, connecting you to the world in a quiet, unspoken way. You float, arms outstretched, the water's embrace steady and sure. The breeze whispers across the surface, rippling the pool, and you feel a yawn rise, slow and deep. It spreads through you, loosening every knot of tension. You swim to the pool's edge, resting your arms on the smooth rim, and watch the city breathe. The distant hum of traffic, the glow of a neon sign, the silhouette of a far-off tower, they blend into a soothing tapestry. The attendant offers you a glass of cucumber-infused water, its chill refreshing as you sip. You settle onto a cushioned lounge chair, pulling a lightweight blanket over your legs. The fabric is soft, its texture a gentle caress. The candles still burn, their lavender scent weaving through the air, and you feel your eyelids grow heavy. The pool's soft lapping, the breeze's faint sigh, the city's distant pulse, they merge into a lullaby, wrapping you in calm. You lean back, the chair molding to your body, and let your eyes drift to the stars. The night feels infinite, yet close, like a secret shared just with you. Your thoughts soften, drifting like clouds across the sky. The warmth of the robe, the coolness of the breeze, the glow of the city, they hold you gently, guiding you toward rest. Slowly, quietly, you sink into a deep, peaceful sleep. The rain falls softly outside, a delicate patter against the cobblestone street, each drop a whisper of calm. You stand beneath the awning of a small bakery, its warm golden light spilling onto the wet pavement. The air carries the scent of fresh bread and vanilla, mingling with the cool, clean smell of rain. You push open the door, a tiny bell chiming above, and step into a cozy haven where the world feels soft and still. Inside, the bakery glows with warmth. Wooden tables line the walls, each adorned with a tiny vase of wildflowers, their petals bright against the muted tones of the room. The counter sparkles with glass jars of cookies and pastries, their sugary surfaces catching the light. Behind it, Lily, the baker, moves with quiet grace, her apron dusted with flour. She offers a gentle smile, her eyes crinkling, and you feel instantly at home. You settle into a cushioned chair by a window. The glass streaked with raindrops that blur the street outside. The rhythm of the rain is steady, a soothing drum that blends with the hum of an oven in the back. Lily slides a tray of muffins into the heat, and the aroma of blueberries and warm dough wafts over, wrapping you in comfort. You lean back, the chair creaking softly, and let your shoulders ease, the day's weight slipping away. Lily is preparing for a bookshop's reopening next door, her hands deftly shaping petit fours. You watch her pipe delicate swirls of frosting, each cake a tiny work of art. The scent of melted chocolate drifts from a bowl, rich and sweet, and you imagine biting into one, the flavors blooming on your tongue. A small mishap, a bowl of frosting tips over, smudging her apron, but Lily laughs softly, her calm unshaken. You feel a smile tug at your lips, her ease contagious. The door chimes again, And Seamus, a regular, steps in, shaking rain from his coat. He carries a basket of edible violets, their purple petals vibrant and dewy. Lily's face lights up as she sprinkles them onto the cakes, transforming each one into a jewel-like treat. You watch the flowers settle, their delicate beauty a quiet gift, and the bakery feels alive with shared warmth. The rain taps the window, a gentle reminder of the world outside. But here, time feels soft, unhurried. You sip a mug of chamomile tea, its steam curling upward, warming your hands. The flavor is mild, floral, and each sip soothes you deeper into the chair. The bakery's walls are lined with shelves, holding jars of jam and old recipe books. Their spines, faded but loved. You imagine Lily's hands flipping through them, her fingers tracing handwritten notes from years past. The thought is comforting, like a story told in whispers. The rain slows, and a sliver of sunlight peeks through the clouds, casting a faint glow across the room. You glance outside and catch sight of a double rainbow arching over the street, its colors soft against the gray sky. The sight feels like a quiet promise, a moment of magic shared with the bakery's warmth. Lily hums a tune, her voice barely audible, blending with the rain's fading rhythm. You pull a knitted throw from the chair's arm, its wool soft against your skin, and drape it over your lap. The mug rests warm in your hands, and you feel a yawn rise, slow and deep, stretching through you. The bakery's glow, the scent of baked goods, the rain's gentle song they weave together, a tapestry of peace. Your eyes drift to the rainbow, then to the flowers on the table, and your thoughts soften, floating like petals on a stream. Lily sets a tray of finished petit fours on the counter, their violets catching the light. The bookshop event is ready, but you linger, held by the bakery's calm. The chair cradles you, the throw a gentle weight, and your eyelids grow heavy. The rain's last whispers fade, and you sink into the warmth, the scents, the quiet. Slowly, gently, you drift into a deep, restful sleep. The gentle patter of rain from the bakery fades, replaced by the soft hum of a car gliding through an open desert. You're behind the wheel, the road stretching endlessly before you, flanked by golden sands and towering cacti, their silhouettes sharp against a sky ablaze with the pinks and oranges of a setting sun. The air through the open window is warm, carrying the dry, earthy scent of the desert, a contrast to the bakery's damp sweetness. Your shoulders relax, and a quiet excitement stirs as you spot a cluster of palms in the distance, marking the oasis resort. You pull into the resort, its low adobe buildings glowing under the fading light. A path of smooth pebbles leads you to the entrance, where an attendant greets you with a glass of cucumber water, its coolness refreshing as it touches your lips. The lobby is open and airy, with woven rugs and potted succulents that echo the desert's rugged beauty. You're handed a key to a private bungalow, its wooden door warm under your fingertips, and you step inside to find a bed draped in crisp linens, a ceiling fan turning lazily overhead. You change into a swimsuit and follow a winding path lined with blooming desert flowers, their petals vibrant against the sandy earth. The path opens to a lazy river, its water shimmering under the sun's last rays. You slip into an inner tube, the cool current cradling you as it carries you forward. The water laps gently at your sides, and you trail your fingers through it, feeling the day's warmth linger on your skin. Palms sway above, their fronds casting dappled shadows that dance across your closed eyelids. The river curves, guiding you past smooth boulders and under a wooden bridge. A soft breeze rustles the leaves, blending with the water's murmur, a soothing melody that slows your breath. You float, weightless, the tube rocking gently as the sky shifts to deep indigo, stars beginning to prick through. The desert's vastness feels intimate here, the open space wrapping you in a quiet embrace, far from the rain-soaked streets of the bakery. After a time, you drift toward a wave pool, its gentle swells lifting you like a lullaby. You step out, the water dripping from your skin, and move to a nearby hot tub nestled in a grove of palms. You sink into the warm bubbles, their soft pulse massaging your back. The tub faces the horizon, where the last traces of sunset fade into a tapestry of stars. The air is cooler now, brushing your shoulders, and you sip more cucumber water, its crispness grounding you in this moment. You lean back, the tub's edge smooth against your neck, and let your gaze wander to the sky. The stars seem to pulse, their light steady and ancient, mirroring the calm within you. The desert's silence is profound, broken only by the bubble's soft fizz and the occasional chirp of a night creature. A yawn rises, slow and deep, stretching through your body, loosening every muscle. A soft blanket is draped over a nearby chair, and you wrap it around your shoulders as you step out, the fabric light but warm. You settle onto a cushioned lounge, facing the open desert, its dunes silver under the moonlight. The hot tub's warmth lingers in your limbs, and the stars above seem to whisper secrets of the night. Your thoughts drift, soft as the desert breeze, blending memories of the bakery's coziness with this vast, tranquil expanse. The resort's lights glow faintly in the distance, a gentle reminder of this hidden paradise. You sink deeper into the lounge, the blanket a tender weight, and your eyelids grow heavy. The desert's quiet, the water's echo, the stars' soft glow, they weave a cocoon of peace around you. Slowly, gently, you slip into a deep, restful sleep. The desert's warm expanse fades, replaced by the cool, verdant embrace of a dense forest. You walk along a narrow trail, the earth soft beneath your feet, cushioned by fallen pine needles. The air is crisp, scented with moss and evergreen, a refreshing shift from the desert's dry warmth. Overhead, branches interlace, filtering sunlight into golden flecks that dance on the path. The faint trickle of a stream hums nearby, guiding you deeper until the trail opens to a secluded spa, its wooden facade nestled among towering pines. You step onto a boardwalk, its planks creaking softly underfoot, leading to a glass door etched with delicate fern patterns. Inside, the lobby glows with the soft light of lanterns, their warm flicker reflecting on polished wood walls. An attendant greets you with a gentle nod, offering a tray of lavender soaps and a silk robe, its fabric cool and smooth against your fingers. You slip it on, the weight of the day slipping away with it, and follow a path to an outdoor hot tub, steam rising in delicate curls against the forest air. You ease into the water, its warmth enveloping you like a sigh. The jets pulse gently, soothing your back as you lean against the tub's smooth edge. The forest surrounds you, its trees standing tall, their leaves whispering in the breeze. The scent of lavender from the soap mingles with the earthy aroma of damp bark, and you breathe deeply, each inhale softening your thoughts. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled patterns across the water's surface, and you feel your shoulders loosen, your body sinking into calm. After a time, you step out, the robe wrapping you in softness as you follow the boardwalk to a salt room. Its walls shimmer with rose-hued crystals, glowing under recessed lights like a hidden cave. You settle onto a cushioned bench, the air faintly briny, and close your eyes. The room's quiet hum, like distant waves, lulls you into a light doze, your mind drifting to a place where time feels boundless. The salt's gentle sting on your skin is grounding, a reminder of the forest's quiet strength. Refreshed, you wander to a private cabin, its windows framing views of moss-covered stones and swaying ferns. Inside, a clawfoot tub waits, filled with warm water and scattered with lavender buds. You sink in, the water's embrace soft and steady, its surface rippling as you settle. The cabin smells of cedar and flowers, and through the window, you glimpse a deer grazing in a clearing, its movements slow and serene. The sight anchors you, a moment of connection with the wild. You dry off, slipping into fresh linens laid out on a bed draped in white cotton, its pillows plump and inviting. The mattress cradles you as you lie down, the robe discarded for the cool touch of sheets. Outside, the forest hums, a chorus of crickets and rustling leaves, softened by the stream's gentle flow. A yawn rises, deep and slow, stretching through you like a tide. Your eyelids grow heavy, the cabin's warmth a gentle weight. You gaze out the window, where moonlight now glints through the trees, silvering the forest floor. The stars peek through gaps in the canopy, their light a quiet promise. The lavender scent lingers, blending with the cedar, and your thoughts drift, soft as the stream's current. The forest's calm, the water's echo, the bed's embrace. They weave a cocoon of peace around you. Slowly, gently, you slip into a deep, restful sleep. The forest's cool embrace fades, replaced by the familiar warmth of your own home. You step through the front door. The soft creak of its hinges, a welcoming sound, like a sigh of relief. Outside, the last light of dusk paints the sky in hues of lavender and gold, filtering through your window to cast a gentle glow across the living room. The air carries a faint scent of linen and cedar, grounding you in this haven of comfort. After the forest spa's serene escape, this familiar space wraps you in a quiet sense of belonging. You sink into a plush sofa, its cushions molding to your body, soft and worn from years of evenings like this. The room feels alive with small details, a bookshelf brimming with novels, their spines a patchwork of colors, a potted fern in the corner, its leaves curling gently, a lamp on the side table, its shade painted with a seaside village, glowing softly. The lamp's light spills over the room, warm and golden, stirring thoughts of distant waves and sandy shores. You breathe deeply, the day's weight slipping from your shoulders. Outside, the world grows still, the dusk deepening into night. A faint breeze rustles the curtains, carrying the cool scent of evening grass. You rise, your footsteps soft on the hardwood floor, and wander to the kitchen. The counter is tidy, a folded towel with a playful cow print catching your eye, making you smile. A small vase holds fresh daisies, their white petals bright against the dimming light. You run your fingers over the smooth countertop, feeling the satisfaction of a space well kept, a quiet rhythm of routine. You pour a glass of chamomile tea. the steam rising in delicate swirls, its floral scent soothing as you cradle the warm mug. Back in the living room, you settle into the sofa again, pulling a knitted throw over your lap. Its wool is soft, a gentle weight that feels like a hug. You sip the tea, its warmth spreading through you, each taste a step deeper into calm. The lamp's seaside scene glimmers, and you imagine the village it depicts: cobblestone paths, gulls soaring, the sea whispering against the shore. You decide to head to bed, moving through the hallway where photos hang in simple frames, their images softened in the low light. In your bedroom, the bed waits, its sheets crisp and cool, the pillows fluffed and inviting. You slip into soft pajamas, the fabric light against your skin, and brush your teeth, the minty foam a refreshing ritual. Settling into bed, you pull the covers up, their weight a comforting anchor. A small bedside lamp casts a warm glow, and you pick up a book, its pages familiar and worn. The words blur as you read, the story weaving with thoughts of the seaside village from the lamp. A yawn rises, slow and deep, stretching through your body, loosening every muscle. You set the book down, its weight resting lightly on the blanket, and turn off the lamp. The room dims, moonlight filtering through the window, silvering the edges of the furniture. The house is quiet, save for the faint creak of settling wood and the distant chirp of crickets outside. You close your eyes, the bed cradling you like the forest's gentle stream. The tea's warmth lingers, the seaside village drifting in your mind, waves lapping, gulls calling, the air salty and free, the blanket's softness, the sheet's cool touch, the moonlight's glow, they weave a cocoon of peace. Your thoughts soften, floating like clouds over the sea, and slowly, gently, you sink into a deep, restful sleep. The familiar warmth of home fades, and you find yourself stepping into a cool forest clearing where the air is sharp with the scent of pine and damp earth. The sky above glows with the last embers of a sunset, its crimson and amber hues weaving through the branches of towering trees. You stand before a rustic cabin, its wooden walls weathered yet sturdy, nestled against a backdrop of whispering pines. The memory of the winter library's fire lingers in your mind, and here, in this forest haven, a new flame awaits to complete the circle of calm. You approach a stone-ringed fire pit near the cabin, its center stacked with split logs and kindling. Kneeling, you strike a match, its tiny flare hissing to life. The kindling catches, a soft crackle rising as flames begin to dance, casting a golden glow across the clearing. The scent of burning oak fills the air, warm and smoky, blending with the crisp forest breeze. You arrange more logs, their rough bark familiar under your fingers, and the fire grows, its warmth kissing your cheeks. A log bench sits nearby, its surface smoothed by time. You settle onto it, the wood solid beneath you, and pull a fleece blanket from a woven basket at your side. The blanket is soft, its fibers brushing your skin as you drape it over your shoulders. The fire's light flickers, painting the trees in shades of amber and shadow, and you lean back, feeling the forest's quiet pulse. The stars emerge above, one by one, their silver light piercing the deepening sky, a silent chorus that soothes your thoughts. The fire pops, sending a spark drifting upward, and you follow its path, your gaze softening. The breeze carries the rustle of leaves, a gentle lullaby weaving with the fire's rhythm. You breathe deeply, the smoky warmth filling your lungs, grounding you in this moment. The forest feels alive yet still, It sounds crickets chirping, an owl's distant call blending into a tapestry of peace. Your shoulders loosen, the weight of the day slipping away like embers fading into the night. After a time, you rise, the blanket still wrapped around you, and douse the fire with a bucket of water from a nearby stream. The flames hiss, steam curling upward, and the clearing grows dim, lit only by moonlight. You step toward the cabin, its door creaking softly as you enter. Inside, the air is warm, scented with cedar and the faint echo of wood smoke. A bed waits in the corner, its quilt thick and inviting, the pillows soft and deep. You slip beneath the covers. The sheets cool against your skin, their crispness a gentle contrast to the blanket's warmth. You lie back, the mattress cradling you, and gaze through a small window where moonlight spills across the forest floor. The trees sway, their shadows dancing, and you imagine the fire's glow lingering in the clearing, its warmth still alive in your memory. A yawn rises, slow and deep, stretching through you, softening every muscle. The cabin creaks faintly, settling into the night, and the forest's whispers wrap around you like a lullaby. Your eyes grow heavy, the moonlight a silver thread guiding your thoughts, the scent of pine, the quilt's weight, the forest's quiet song they weave a cocoon of serenity. You picture the library's fire from the journey's start, its glow echoing the cabin's flames, a perfect circle of warmth and peace. Your thoughts drift, soft as falling leaves, and slowly, gently, you sink into a deep, restful sleep. As the forest cabin's moonlight fades, its silvery glow lingers in your mind, blending with the crackle of the fire pit and the soft rustle of pines. The journey through these tales, from the cozy winter library to the glowing rooftop spa, the rainy bakery's warmth, the desert's open embrace, the hidden forest spa, the familiar comfort of home, and now this tranquil cabin has carried you across moments of peace, each one a step deeper into calm. I'm Ethan, your host at Whispered Tales, and it's been my privilege to guide you through these serene worlds, crafted with care by our writer, Shady Grove Oliver. The night outside your window, wherever you are, feels quieter now, as if it's joined you in this moment of rest. The stories have woven a tapestry of sensations, the warmth of a fire, the cool touch of water, the scent of lavender and fresh bread, the glow of stars and moonlight. They linger like a soft melody, their rhythms settling into your breath, slowing your thoughts until they drift like leaves on a gentle stream. This is the magic of whispered tales, to cradle you in moments that feel both vast and intimate, leading you gently towards sleep. Picture yourself still in that cabin, the quilt tucked around you, its weight a comforting anchor. The forest hums beyond the walls, its whispers blending with the memory of each tale. The library's fire, the spa's bubbling waters, the bakery's rainbow, the desert's starry sky, the home's seaside lamp, they all weave together, a constellation of calm that holds you close. Your eyelids are heavy now, the world softening at its edges, and the night feels like a friend, ready to carry you into dreams. If you're still awake, let your mind wander back to one moment from tonight's journey. Perhaps it's the dragon's flight in the library's book, soaring through a starry sky, or the infinity pool's edge, where city lights met the heavens. Maybe it's Lily's violets, delicate on a petit four, or the desert's warm breeze, brushing your skin. These images are yours to keep, little gifts from whispered tales to ease you into rest. Let them drift, soft and unhurried, as your breath slows. Each exhale, a release of the day's cares. The forest outside the cabin is still now, the stars bright above the trees. You're held in this moment, wrapped in the quiet of the night, the story's warmth lingering like embers. There's no rush, no need to hold on to anything but this peace. The world will wait, and tomorrow will come with its own gentle rhythm. For now, you're here, cradled by the tales, the night, and the promise of a deep, restorative sleep. As I leave you, I imagine tucking the quilt a little closer, the cabin's warmth sealing this moment. The stories have done their work, guiding you to a place where worries fade and dreams begin. I hope they stay with you, a soft echo in the night, carrying you through to morning. This is Ethan, whispering one last good night from Whispered Tales. Sleep well, dear listener, and may your dreams be as peaceful as the worlds we've shared tonight.